Hey, this is Phil Lilley and Blake at Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina in Lake Taneycomo. You better go that side. Gonna do one cast. They're still running 20,000 CFS. It is Sunday the 29th of March. Only got a couple, 3 more days of March. We're up below the dam. Seen some shad. I'm using that bucktail I used last night. It's an 1/8 ounce white bucktail, 4-pound line. And he's gonna drag a shad fly on a drift rig. I don't have to get this one wet. I got up in the middle of the night. I heard the wind blowing really hard here. And I thought, well, I wonder what direction it's coming out of. You know, we've talked about that west wind. And I looked on my phone app, and it was straight out of the west. So I think, well, Blake was out this morning. Dwayne had a trip, and they saw some shad in the water. But Dwayne said the fishing was a little slow, not as good as the day before. And Blake said the same thing. Not a lot of people fishing. I've seen, what, 2 boats? 1 boat's not even fishing. 3 boats. Yeah, 3 boats on the way up here. Few people fishing off the bank, which is very tough. And then there's a fish. First cast. We keep track of how many fish we catch on the first cast on one cast. He's not very big. But he's not very long, but he's got a big old belly. That's a big shad belly right there. So they're seeing some shad. They've seen some shad. They caught a lot of browns yesterday and the day before, but today they didn't catch very many. Usually on a bluebird day like this, it's a little tougher to catch fish. We're both basically doing the same thing. He's dragging a shad fly and I'm dragging a white jig. Table rock's starting to drop 4/10 of a foot a day right now, and that will get better. It's down below 923 now. It's 922 something. So we've got, needs to get down to about 916, 915. Probably not gonna do it. It's supposed to get some rain tomorrow, late tomorrow. Not a lot, but you never know. A lot of people walking the trails, and golly, never seen so many people. It's pretty cool. I'm going to throw it out to the side. The wind's been blowing all day today. It really laid down this evening. It's nice. I thought it was going to be blowing up here.
It blew blowing last night too.
Yeah, it blew hard after that front went through. I'm surprised you hadn't caught anything on that shad fly.
I didn't feel like I was dragging the bottom, so I added another weight to it. Now I'm really dragging the bottom, so I don't know if I'm accomplishing any much more, but dragging that hard.
There's one. I just ticked the bottom a little bit, so I picked it up off the bottom a little bit, and he hit it. Yeah, this is a little bigger fish. He's a jumper.
And Wayne said early this morning the first few passes they did were really good.
He wants to go to the wrong side of the boat. No, I got him over here. Ah! Yeah, it's a nice one. Big bodied fish, real heavy. That just, these things are really getting big.
I love it.
Of course, that didn't.
Yeah, I've heard so many reports from the people we have had fish about 18 and 19-inch fish.
You know, not many people keep those fish, even if they get over 20. You think one of these days we're going to be saying, yeah, we're catching a lot of 20 to 22-inch fish. You're dragging bottom still? Missed him?
Yeah, I pulled it like this and let it go back, and he had it.
Huh.
Completely clean of moss.
Oh, that was a fish.
I said they saw some shad today.
Yeah, they did. Pick that back up.
Obviously wasn't anything with that kill we got last time.
No. Well, I don't know. Last night when, you know, well,
Blowing hard out of the west all night. West side.
I think we would have seen a lot more shad even along the banks down where we're at. I mean, I've seen coming through the turbines, I've seen so many shad come through here that like the water was high and then they would drop it out and the bank would be white like snow. There'd be so many shad along the banks that were in the eddies against the trees and everything, and they drop the water out and they'd just be solid. And everything was eating them. Birds, animals, squirrels were eating them. Serious. Yeah, it was crazy. We used to have a lot of seagulls that would be down here this time of year. And yeah, but there used to be a whole lot of them, and we haven't had shad in so long consistently that they just don't come back anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised I haven't picked up a fish on this yet.
Well, I'm not exactly tearing them up. Hey, we're going to reel in. I'm going to move to the other side of the lake real quick. There's a couple that live in St. Louis that have been coming down since we bought the place, and they are no longer able to get out and fish anymore, but I talked to them this morning, Gene and Steph, and they're really cool people. They love to fish. Gene just loved fishing, and boy, she could catch them too. She loved to catch them on a fly rod. She watches one cast every day. So I wanted to say hi to her.
Taking the bottom from
here. There's ticks out, boys. They're all in shorts too.
Poison ivy's starting to get healthy again too.
I am not on the bottom. There's the bottom. The leaves really started coming out today. They really, next couple of days it's going to explode. Starting to see the dogwoods just barely bud out.
Guys that were out in the John boat said they were catching them on the shad fly all the way down to Fall Creek.
Well, we passed them coming up, so. We're going to go for a while. This is not going to be a short one cast. Bottom. Unless I run out of jigs.
A couple in my pocket too.
Oh, that was a fish.
Flies and some weights.
That was a fish. Missed it.
Building before.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they do go out. Bottom.
Saw 2 eagles fighting earlier today.
Fighting?
Yeah, they locked talons in midair and dive bombed straight down.
You're kidding.
I'm not. It would have been one of those moments to have a really nice camera.
Oh, that would have
drifted
been.
down past the tennis court, and we looked up over the top of the bluff, and they locked together their talons and they started dive bombing down. They disappeared, and then they both flew back up. It was something else.
You know, if it was earlier in the year, I would say they were mating, because that's how they mate. They mate in air, is what I've been told. But the eagles are already on the nest, so I think that season's over.
It was definitely 2 eagles.
Cool.
No doubt about that.
That's a rare sight.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
I don't think I'm getting down now. I hadn't felt the bottom through here. So if table rock starts dropping 6 inches a day, it's going to be about a week before we get any kind of reprieve from this generation. Beaver Lake's running their 1 unit, and it's dropping the lake just a little bit, like 0.2 of a foot a day. But it's all got to be moved through here. So it really doesn't make any difference what they run. They're sure not keying in on white as well as I thought they would. Of course, that's all I brought is white, so. Yeah.
jerk fish. But 2 days ago and yesterday, I lost all of them.
We're down to lookout. Could dive in and fish behind the island just for a minute. You're gonna have to reel in because they come that way. I don't know if I'm gonna get there. I don't know if I can get there. Yep. Barely made it.
That's not even an 8th ounce, is it?
It might not be. Back here it'll be fine. I've got 1/8 ounce there someplace.
So I'll try the smaller one.
I kind of missed my spot lock trolling motor.
Manual spot lock.
Yeah.
I like to call it.
That's okay. Missed him. Just throwing it out in the current and letting it drift back into the, there's a bite, into the slower water behind this island. Ah, there's another one. I got kind of a long bucktail on, so I'm afraid my tail's just a little long. Maybe you can catch them. Yep, maybe. Oh, that was a fish. What? What's wrong with you? Maybe that's it. That's better.
Ball sticks in that bucktail pretty good.
We'll stay up here a couple more minutes and we're going to go on down. I need a smaller jig. Let's see. I do have a smaller tail on this one. Kinda. Maybe I can make it smaller. Oh yeah. Wasn't sure how bucktail tears, but it tears pretty easy. I want to catch one of these fish back here. They keep short biting me. Just nipping at it. Well, now they don't want it. Couple more casts, we're going. We're leaving. Yeah, ha, I got him. Oh, it's a little one. Yeah, just a little sucker. I've got an orange collar on this one. I've got tied it with orange thread. I actually tied it for crappie, but
3:30 seconds, still too light back here.
there was a bump. Okay, we're gonna drift out. Ah, there was one. Blake's been blank so far. It's unusual. You and Ryan always catch all the fish when we go together. I'll go back to my bucktail, my long one. You want to
shad fly.
you huh?
I'm gonna go back to dragging the shad fly.
So you want to go that side?
It don't matter to me.
Well,
It'll be slower over there.
slower fishing or slower drifting?
Slower drifting.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, I like that mark now.
Yeah, just felt the bottom again. It's another dink. It's two I could have kept up here. Under 12 inches. Just a couple more minutes over here and then we'll head to the shallow side. We're still kind of in the eddy. We're a long ways from the island, but it's still, there's some fast water along the bank and there's real fast water behind us, so we're kind of in the middle of it still. Okay, so you want to drag the shad fly, huh?
Jig at this bank. You got another 8 ounce rig up?
You see the mayflies hatching? We get a mayfly hatch this time of year. There's not much of the bank to fish. There's not much of any eddies or anything. And you're gonna lose a lot of jigs doing this, so. Oh, something hit the surface over there. That wasn't anything. All right, we'll go to the other side. Oh, that was moss. Grab something. Okay. I'm gonna just throw towards the bank and work this jig and you can drag your shad fly. I got people texting me. I have to text them back. Oh no, I'm gonna lose my bucktail. Yes.
It's in the water right there.
What? What?
Where you just got your jig caught.
I don't know. That's that area right that I threw into is usually out of the water, so. have to
I'm
tie
gonna
it.
go jigging.
Yeah, you know, it kind of gets boring after a while. That's why I don't like to.
You're not catching fish, definitely.
Well, I'm not catching fish on a white chick either, so.
Yeah. 4 up on me.
4 or 3?
4, I think.
4?
I caught 3 up top and 1 in the eddy.
I don't count so well.
And 1 over there. Too fast for this 3/32 ounce jig. Is there a drop in the water level or just boat traffic waves?
Boat, I'm sure that's boat traffic. They're not dropping it. Ah. Short.
I've been seeing the last few evenings in a row, I've been seeing fish jumping up inside of there. I haven't tried pulling the boat up to the still water and fishing into it, but I have seen some fish jumping.
Oh. That goes through Point Royale's. Oh, sorry. Golf course and drains that area there. This water has been up for so long, you'd think there'd be some fish back in these little pockets.
Yesterday evening, dragging right where we're at right now with those little jerk baits. Working well. Oh, really?
There's a tree there. There's a fish. I slowed way down and just let it go down. Oh, he came off. That was a huge fish. I don't think anybody's tried dragging scuds or San Juan worms in a while.
I did yesterday for a little bit.
No good?
I didn't have a bite.
Isn't that
Dragged
weird?
A double scud, 2 size 12s.
That is really strange that they've gotten off that.
It could be that with the water running this fast for so long that the scuds aren't populating as much. I don't know.
This is usually when we do real good.
I know it.
Maybe when the water slows down. You know? Starting to get a little wind.
The wind's coming from the opposite direction. using an all white or using a white and blue?
It's all white with red thread. We're getting down close to the Narrows. Probably where we're going to stop. I'm definitely on the bottom. Something we really haven't worked that much is, you know, like sculpin ginger jigs.
I was just thinking, I wish I had a sculpin and peach jig right now.
Well, a lot of times when they get off that white, you know, they'll hit that different color. So I tried black the other day and they didn't hit it. One thing I'm going to do next year, next fiscal year, our fiscal year is up 1st of April, so when I say next year, I mean whatever. Ooh. I'm going to put new trolling motors on these boats. Not like mine.
No, I know that.
It'll kill people. But just heavier duty trolling motors. These are starting to show some wear. Making a lot of noise. I'm just letting it drag. I think my camera kind of did another nosedive.
Nosedived all the way down.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
Here in the middle, let's see what happens.
Just gonna let it drift through here, then we'll call it quits. You can hear that gravel. Hear it?
My buddy didn't believe me the other day when I told him that's what that noise was. He said, we must not be hearing the same thing. I said, I'm telling you, that's the gravel moving underneath us.
Yeah, it's shifting with the water. Whoa. Let me put the mic down there. There. Hopefully that. Yeah, hopefully that'll show up on the video, that sound of the gravel moving in the current. It's pretty cool. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Catch more fish tomorrow. Have Dwayne come out and show you how to catch fish.
Yeah. I think I need a refresher.
See you tomorrow. Camera's starting leaning this way now.